explanation where my stream was almost canceled. And I was like thinking, oh god, I gotta, in case you aren't aware, there's currently a gas shortage, even though there isn't really a shortage, but there kind of is because it was manufactured by people who hoard gas and don't understand how to ration or prioritize or anything. They panic buy. Anyway, so there's a gas shortage, and I did not have any. Well, I had some gas because obviously I needed to go look for gas, but due to that craziness, I went on an expedition to try to find gas to fill up my car because it did not have. Oh no! Thank you for telling me. Let me fix it. Hopefully that fixed it. Cool! I get to go through that whole spiel again if it's not crazy now. The TL, oh, and here comes Midna because I'm talking into a microphone and she knows because she needs to have the attention on her at all times. Let me know if that audio is better because if it still sucks, I need to like really fix it. Midna, what are you doing? Stop. Can you not? Can you not? Anyway, gas. There's not a lot of it anywhere, and I had to go find some. Otherwise, I wouldn't be able to get my car and myself. Yay. Yay, I'm glad I didn't cancel too. I hate canceling, but I was like so terrified that I would leave and I would have to like really go across all of creation to try to find a single gas station that still had normal unleaded regular gas, not just like diesel. But some of them don't have either. So like there were some that had diesel and some that just had nothing. And then we found a Quick Trip that still had gas, and oh my god, there was like a whole thing going on at this Quick Trip. There were cars like wrapping around. The people who worked at the Quick Trip were just like, hey, what side your take? Ow. What side is your take on? Oh, it's on the right. Okay, come this way. We'll get you a. And they're like, okay, you're leaving? Okay, you go that way. And like they were directing traffic in the gas station because people were so desperate to get gas. But I filled my tank up to the brim, so I should be good to get myself to work and for the next 2 days and all that jazz. Holy crap, though, I was really freaking out. And I already have anxiety, so that really wasn't helpful at all. Midna, ma'am, can you not sit down, sit down? There you go. So yeah, good news is I got to uncancel my stream because it took really not a lot of time to find a place. They have like a website / app that helps people track what still has stuff. It updates like pretty damn regularly. So I'm good, and I will be able to vroom all the way to my day job tomorrow. But tonight we're gonna play some Ace Attorney, and I cannot wait. So let's get on over there. So last time, I'm gonna turn this down for myself because I know it's about to be loud. Midna, no. Okay, sit in my lap. Why don't you take a little squat there? You can sit in my lap while we play Ace Attorney with all of our Zoopals. Okay. Ooh, that might be a little loud for y'all. Let's try that. Let me know if the audio is still a little too loud. We were talking to Home Slice here, who is the assassin with the dog, which is a little scary. So let's talk to him about the murder suspect. Alright, we suspect your dog of committing the murder. Oh, right. That's right, because the dog was witnessed chewing on the murder victim. And that's never good. There must be some mistake. My boy is obedient. He would never do such a thing. Right, Anubis? Oh, his name is Anubis. It's like the Egyptian dog god. Or dog-like gods? I don't think that's like a single god. But anyway, good boy, good boy, good. Aw. Anubis may be your guide dog, but you raised him to be a vicious killer. he was one of the weapons you used as an assassin. To begin with, is the witness of a reliable sort? No. No, it's Frank saw it. He is very unreliable because he too is a murderer. It's true that Saw is also one of the suspects, and it's difficult to say if we can trust his testimony. In any case, I think you have the wrong dog. Right, Anubis? Right, boy? I wonder if he knows who the witness is. Alright, let's see who it is. Or let's see if he knows who it is. I would like to hear your alibi from 8 a.m. to 10 a.m. yesterday morning. During the animal show. I was in my humble cell the entire time. I took up whittling recently. My focus was solely on the wood and chisel in my hands. Oh, really? The prisoners have free access to chisels here. Normally, that's not allowed. No, because those are very sharp objects. The warden is a kind soul. She's given me special permission. Kind? Ridiculous. Even 5 metal chisels would become deadly weapons in his hands. I started out by carving these Buddha statues, but I moved on to other shapes after the 674th. Jesus. Yeah, that's a lot of statues. Really? That many? All it takes is time, which I have plenty of. Here is what I'm working on now. I did not know that you played chess. Wow, lots of chess stuff in this game. Even more so than the previous one. Do you play as well, Mr. Edgeworth? I would like to test your wits in a game sometime. I only started playing since my arrival here, so I'm still inexperienced. What is this piece? It's a 3-headed dog. Cerberus! I've been playing a lot of Hades. Just for the fun of it, I carved this hound piece. Chess is a game of war. Pawns, knights, and castles. Those are rooks. Those are rooks, you uncultured swine. Each side pushing their forces to the limits to take the life of the enemy's king. However, I found the absence of dogs to be strange. Hounds are an indispensable part of warfare. Release the hounds! But it is nothing more than folly. I still play by all of the normal rules of chess. Okay then. Isn't it difficult for you to find opponents here in prison? I always play correspondence chess. Correspondence chess? Oh, okay, so that's like, okay, so you play through the mail. Prisoners are allowed to send and receive letters, although they are subject to inspection. At the moment, I'm waiting for my opponent's next move. Okay, I wonder who's corresponding with. So he plays chess with people outside of this prison. Aha! Oh, that could be code. That could be a code! A criminal syndicate that's ready to strike when the leader says so. Do you know who was murdered? It was Horace Knightley, a most unfortunate lad. Yeah, he's kind of a dick. Your ears are as sharp as ever. They are all I can rely on. As I thought, he has full knowledge of everything that goes on in this prison. On second thought, he might be fortunate after all. Fortunate? How so? He committed a grave crime, but he was able to avoid punishment for it. An assassination attempt on the president. What a bold man. Assassination attempt? Hey, Mr. Edgeworth, didn't Mr. Knightley just... He may have killed his own superior, but he never attempted to take the president's life. Uh-oh. Are they trying to conceal the fact that the assassination was staged by the president? Whoa, 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 hold your horses. Knightley didn't attack the president? But Uncle Ray was requested to defend him in court on charges of attempted assassination. Uh-oh. You didn't know either, Uncle Ray? So they were trying to pin the whole thing on Mr. Knightley. Now I see why the PIC is taking action. Ah, so that's why they removed you from the case, because he would have known that it wasn't... That wasn't why he was... Wow. That DePest guy was going to indict him on charges of attempted assassination. And in doing so, they would have twisted the truth. The suspect's jumpsuit? Oh, you mean the jail? I am not familiar with that character, as I really have not played any kind of Street Fighter. I've, like, casually played it, but... Huh. I like how it says boss, though. I heard about it from one of the guards. About Knightley. He kept desperately insisting I didn't assassinate anyone. But the courts are supposed to bring the truth to light. I may not be well versed in law, but I can say one thing for certain. Some of the prisoners here were convicted on false charges. Ah! That's the reality of it. Right, Anubis? Right, boy? I should, every single time he says something to his dog, I should, like, completely switch his voice to be, like, little baby talk. Leaving the truth in the care of the court can be dangerous. Oh, Edward's not going to take that lying down. Leaving the truth in the care of the court is dangerous. Huh. There was someone who said the exact same thing before. That investigator from Interpol who doesn't trust prosecutors. He's talking about Shilong Lang. Yes! Please tell me he makes a comeback. His theme is a jam. It's a bop. It's a banger. You're not twisting the truth behind those closed courtroom doors too, are you? Fueled by those ideas. Is it any wonder that the courts produce nothing but falsities and lies? Rest assured, the next time we meet, I won't be so forgiving. Is he really gonna come back? Is he really gonna come back? I doubt his distrust is cleared up completely. Uh-oh. You feel the same way, don't you? Oh, you feel the same way, don't you, Anubis? The truth of the courts and Mr. Edgeworth's reasoning both can't be trusted, right? Ugh. It is nothing to be upset about. You're not the only one who suspects me. Yesterday, the other prosecutor and that judge came here too. They brought the warden along. How they despise me. Oh, it must have been those two rude people from before. Prosecutor DeBest and Judge Courtney. They thoroughly inspected my room but left without finding a thing. It seems they were searching for the murder weapon. 'Tis a shame. They searched the other prisoners' cells too, not just mine. Yet they were still unable to find anything. All that hard work was for naught. Okay, now we have prison investigation notes. This is quite a problem. What should we do? Saad's testimony alone won't hold up. In order to confront him, we'll need evidence. Evidence. Now, if my guest would be so kind as to leave. Right, Anubis. Show them no way out. Me, little doggy. Come on. Ah, does this mean what I think it means? Let's get going, Mr. Edgeworth. Wow, Edgeworth is just like not afraid at all. We shall meet again, Dogan. It would be a shame for our long-awaited reunion to end so soon. I'll be waiting. Casually walks away. Oh boy. Excuse me. Now then, we still need to find that murder weapon. Mr. Edgeworth! Oh my god, she climbed it. She went all the way up there? It's fine now, Kay. Come down from there. Hop. Look at her go. Where is Mr. Shields? Beats me. He just took off running like death was after him. Good grief, that man. What should we do now, Mr. Edgeworth? We'll continue investigating. First, we should start by solving that one mystery. Knightley's body was found in a workroom inside the prison. However, he was supposed to be in the detention center's holding cell. I know, she really climbed it. How did he get to the prison under such tight security? Let's go investigate the holding cell at the detention center. That was where Mr. Knightley was held, right? But what about Uncle Ray? Let's just leave him be for now. I thought we were supposed to be his assistants, though. The victim's cell in the detention center was this way. Let's check it out, Mr. Edgeworth. Oh, this is truly just... I don't know whose voice this is. What happened? Oh, it's hers. Okay. That's the warden, Miss Rowland. She must have come from behind that no entry sign.
So he still won't talk? Even after all the trouble you went through to get the evidence transferred from the precinct?
Oh God, what voice did I give her? Oh God. I remember her voice like really taking it out of me. That's right. I don't know how many times I've tried. I can't report back empty-handed.
That assassin sure is one tough cookie, huh?
Did he just say assassin? Oh my. Pardon me, but were you talking about Sirhan Jogan just now? Oh, eavesdropping, were you? You naughty boy. Okay, she's weird. Did you question him personally, Warden Roland? Not just him. I try to have a heart-to-heart with all the prisoners and suspects. In my home, we're all family here. It's only fair I invite them to my warden's office. The warden's office? Oh, have you taken an interest in my room as well? That's creepy. It's just down this hallway, but outsiders are not allowed past this point. Down the hallway, so around here or there. Oh, it's such a lovely room. People do so enjoy being invited back there. I always show them the splendid view of my precious courtyard. The courtyard of this animal-filled prison? I'd sure love to see it. Yeah, we're all Zoopals. All our little Zoopals are here. Oink oink Zoopals. I'm delighted that you want to see it. However, I cannot invite you. What? You're not a child of our home. If you want to come into my room, you'll have to be convicted first. Ugh. That's a rather high hurdle to clear. Goodness me! Look at how long we've been talking. This is like really in the chest, like when I do the voice. I was just about to feed Ally her lunch. Ally? She's my favorite little angel. Now if you'll excuse me, I must be off to the courtyard. Toodaloo! I never got a chance to ask her about Dogan. Well, let's head over to Knightley's cell. This is the victim's cell. When did Mr. Knightley arrive here and here again? It was after the president's welcoming ceremony on the night of March 25th. So when and how did he move over to the prison? Thank you. I try to be as entertaining as I can, but I can't always like carry it through. There might be some evidence that left that I can answer that. All right, let's get cracking, Mr. Edgeworth. Okay. What can be in here? Looks like we got a... What is this? The reflection in the mirror! Ah! That's a security camera! The great thief's arch enemy. I don't know what I just about said there. I guess they don't take too kindly to thieves here. There's no reason for detention center to be kind to thieves. Guard! I would like you to check the footage of this security camera. If you find any problems, report to me at once.
Understood, sir.
Okay. What's he got on his desk? Is that a menu? Oh wait, oop, well, okay, I was trying to look at the menu, but I clicked the, whatever. Ah, there's something on the desk. It seems to be some kind of memo. Let me take a closer look. Ah, this is, oh, he's, okay. This is chess notation. It was probably the victim's. What's chess notation? It's a memo that records the position of the pieces on the chessboard. This is a good match. My next move would be pawn to number, actually before that. Mr. Edgeworth, this is no time to be playing chess. Ah, you're right. The positions of the chess pieces recorded in this memo. I feel like I've seen something similar somewhere else. It's gotta be Dogen's. I should take a closer look at the evidence I've collected. No, that's, well, never mind. I guess it would have to be... It's gotta be that, right? Oh! Okay, yeah, the music stopped, so it's gotta be correct. This chess notation, I've seen it before. You're still thinking about chess. Focus on the investigation. Focus! Chess is quite important to this investigation. Okay, have a look at this. Are these the chess pieces from Mr. Where did that come from? From Dogen's cell. I don't know much about the rules of chess. The rules of chess are not important here. Look at the positions of the chess pieces in this memo and the pieces in Dogen's cell. Do you notice anything? Ah! I don't know anything about the different chess pieces. But if you flip the board around, the positions of the chess pieces are completely the same. They sure are. Yes, although the memo doesn't include the Cerberus chess piece, the positions of the other chess pieces are identical. What's going on here? I always play correspondence chess. He was corresponding with Horace Knightley. This might be hard to believe, but Dogen's chess opponent was... Ah! Are you saying he was playing against Mr. Knightley? With this, we now have evidence to link Dogen with the victim. Boom! Got it. Alright, what books do we got here? Quite the, there are a lot of books in here. What's this? The Wonderful Warden of Ours. Okay. The Hound Whistler. The Animal Shack Redemption. Animal Shack? What the fuck? Mr. Knightley, he was a surprisingly good person. No, the detention center provides these books for the visitor's own edification. These books are supposed to help you grow as a human being. Prisoner Life for Dummies. These books were written by model prisoners and former inmates. Ah, here's a helpful book. The Great Escape in 80 Days, based on a true story. Oh, check this one out. Crime and Establishment. How to Make Money in Prison. Okay. The problems with this detention center may run deeper than I thought. What is this menu that he's got? Mr. Edgeworth, is this a dining menu? You can choose your daily meals in this detention center. However, unless you have the money, you won't be able to choose what you want to eat. In the end, the world revolves around money. Doesn't this mean that the rich won't have to reflect on their crimes? I don't need to say anything else about that. Yes, well, those who come here haven't been declared guilty yet. There are a few good people who don't need to reflect. Probably. It sounds like you're just making excuses for them, Mr. Edgeworth. Ugh. Why should I have to come up with excuses for the detention center? I guess that's... Let's check his bed. Come on. I just had that. There it is. Got a nice jacket there. It's Horace Knightley's suit. According to the results of my investigation... What did you find out? A man who looks good in a suit leaves a more favorable impression with the ladies. Can confirm. Ah! Next time, I'll investigate men who look good in frills. Please don't bother. Oh, whoops. I didn't mean to do that. Alright, what's this newspaper? This newspaper. It's missing a few pages. They appear to be torn out. A new clue. Why would someone tear out the pages from a newspaper? Maybe they used it to clean the cell instead of a rag? Clean the cell? It's quite possible. Speaking of cleaning, The floor looks like there was some cleaning done. Something seems off. The floor here is clean. Was it mopped recently? There it is. That was easy. I know exactly what to connect in the logic section now. It seems strange that only the area in front of the bed has been wiped clean. Those are my only two things that I need to connect as well, so that makes it extra easy. Yay, I got it! The floor here is clean. It was probably wiped down with something. Did someone spill grape juice here? Yeah, as if they're gonna let you have wine in prison. I don't know exactly what was wiped away, but I can imagine what was used to wipe it. It's very likely that oh my gosh. It's very likely it was this torn up newspaper. Couldn't he have asked one of the guards if he could borrow a cleaning rag? Perhaps it was something he didn't want the guards to see. I did it! So this is what our investigation turned up. It seems we found a major connection between the victim and Dogen. This is terrible! I don't know whose voice that is. Oh, it's the guard. Okay.
The security camera recorded something terrible!
What? Can you let me see it?
Of course, sir. I have a portable playback device right here.
God, they're still using VHS tapes. What era is it? Then let me see it right away. Uh-oh. Oh. Wow, is this like fully animated? This black thing has got to be that doggy, right? Up until this point, I thought the murder took place inside the prison, but it appears I was mistaken. The place where Knightley was attacked was his holding cell. It was the detention center. And furthermore, he was attacked by Dogen's dog. This is the decisive evidence. Security footage data. Oh, jotted. Okay, duh. If Knightley was killed in this room, then this piece of evidence we found in the cell takes on a new meaning. Which piece of evidence? The cleaned floor, right? Because that would be like the blood off the floor. For some reason, someone wiped the floor clean. It's possible they were wiping away bloodstains. Ooh, spooky. Thank you for your hard work. While I have your attention, may I ask for one more favor?
What would that be?
There should be a detective by the name of Dick Gumshoe in the detention center or the prison. I would like you to give him a message. Tell him to check this room for traces of blood and give the results to me.
Yes, sir.
Wiped floor. Oh. This should corner that old coot! No, not yet. We still don't know how Knightley and the dog moved from here to the prison. That's true, but once we figure that out... Where should we check out next, Mr. Edgeworth? The guards here might know something about the murder. Let's see if we can learn any new details from them. Moving right along. Well, there's a bunch of guards right there. Why don't we ask them? All right, let's continue our... Ah! Uh-oh. Oh, yes! I would like to see an Miles Edgeworth Investigations anime to go along with the Ace Attorney anime. I also want an Apollo Justice anime, but that's neither here nor there. Oh, sorry to intrude. Oh my god. Yes! Let's jam for a second. This is a good theme. Hold on, I'm turning this shit up. Hold on. It's such a bop. It's such a bop. Just don't mind me. I'm just gonna be jamming forever now. Anywho, back to what we were supposed to be doing. I was fangirling a little bit. Well, if it isn't Mr. Prosecutor and the little lady. Fancy meeting you here. This man is Shilong Lang, an Interpol agent, and amazing. He's amazing. About 2 weeks ago, he was in charge of investigating one of my cases. Well, I forgot how recent, or how, in quick succession the two investigations games are. I would have thought he'd returned to his native country of Zhangfa by now. Agent Lang, what brings you here? Just some boring work. Nothing you need to know about. On top of a black dog, we meet a black wolf! Huh? You came alone today, Agent Lang? Uh-oh. Usually... Oh, right. Usually he'd have a huge police force with him. Mr. Prosecutor, seems you've been busy these past few days. These past few days. Is he referring to the incident with the Zhangfa president? I would have thought you'd be involved in his security, too. Ha! Our president doesn't even trust his own country's police force. Look at the results of hiring a private security company. It's laughable. He did kind of drop the ball on that one. Agent Lang doesn't trust prosecutors or the courts. That's why he brings along a large force of capable policemen to thoroughly investigate the crime scene. Yes, if you and your subordinates had been there, the results might have been different. My subordinates? Huh, they're no longer with me. Oh no, did he get stripped of his... Funny, looks like I'm a real lone wolf now. I'm a lone wolf cop who don't play by the rules. Agent Lang, just what happened exactly? Didn't I tell you? It's nothing you need to know about. Well, be seeing you, Mr. Prosecutor. I love him. I love him. Mr. Lang, I wonder what happened. Yes, it troubles me too, but there's nothing we can do about it for now. Okay, let us continue with our own investigation. Got it. First, let's ask those guards a few questions. Hello, sir. I'm gonna give every single guard the same voice. Wait, what did I ask him? The black dog, right.
Of course not, if I had actually seen it. I wouldn't be standing around here so carefree.
Did something happen with that doggy? Okay, let's not press this matter any further. So Dogen's dog didn't come by the detention center. Interesting. Hello, sir, how about you? Oops, clicked out of my, there it is.
This is a difficult case.
What's wrong? Is something troubling you?
Sir, one of my uniforms has gone missing. But I'm certain that I placed it in this locker.
Maybe the uniform grew legs and walked off somewhere. What kind of logic is that? In any case, I wish you the best in your search. I'll be rooting for you.
Yes, thank you for your support.
Okay, so clearly somebody stole a cop uniform in order to transport the body to the prison from the detention center. So clearly that's gonna be important. Oh, there you are. I don't know who that is. Oh. It's Ray Shields. Mr. Shields, where did you go? Where indeed? I've been searching for you guys this whole time. Walking all around the prison is hard work, you know. That's strange, seeing as you came from the opposite direction. Ah, this is about to be another clue. I've got some new information. You want to hear it? Do ya? He sure changed the subject quickly. I heard a little something from the guards. It seems Knightley caused a bit of an incident 2 days ago. An incident? You know how Simon said he came to visit Knightley, right? Sorry, I totally read that with the wrong inflection, but we're just gonna move on. After the visit, when Knightley returned to his cell, naturally, a guard escorted Knightley back to his cell. While the guard was unlocking his handcuffs, all of a sudden, Knightley struck the guard and knocked him out. Oh dear. It seems he was going to attempt a jailbreak. By the time the other guards arrived, the key to his cell had disappeared. But there's been no reports of Knightley's jailbreak attempt 2 days ago. Exactly. Strange, isn't it? Right up until his death, he was still in his cell. What's more, Knightley claimed he never stole the key in the first place. In fact, they searched his cell, and the key was nowhere to be found. Did the guard who was struck have anything to say? No one knows. He was taken to the hospital while he was still unconscious. He's still there now, it seems. So in the end, we still don't have... I just said that like Sakura from Danganronpa. So in the end. We still don't know what happened. Nightly cell... Oh, why do I read that? It says the same thing. It says, item, data, jotted down in my organizer. It's the same. I shouldn't read it. I do it every time. It's you! Whoever it is. That's probably Gumshoe. That voice. Oh no. Oh god, what fucking voices did I give them? Okay, I think I'm gonna give him a different voice. Rip Chester, yes indeed. It doesn't even matter! Okay, what? Okay, it's gotta be sassy. I mean, look at his face. It's gotta be sassy. He's a little sassy pants McGee. So, what are you still doing hanging around here? Well, you see, this is my assistant. Are you here to object our investigation and make... are you here to... Wait, hold on. Object our... Oh, right. Are you here to object our investigation and make me into a laughingstock?
Sebastian, I believe obstruct is the word you're looking for.
I'm gonna go... Because she actually has a voice, I'm gonna give her a little closer to what she sounds like. I was doing another thing, but I'll give... Yeah. Anyway. All my voices change. Just go with it. In a way, I think his expression was apt. A pleasure meeting you again, Judge Courtney. I know. You are Simon Key's defense attorney, are you not? Well then, let's skip the formalities and celebrate our happy reunion with a hug. Because he's really weird about hugs. Oh, she gonna get him. Or maybe not. Good girl. I don't like you, but good girl. Incidentally, I heard you mention an assistant a moment ago. Yeah, we're assistants at the Edgeworth Law Offices. Prosecutors or civil servants to open a side business is to betray the goddess of law. As long as profit is not our objective, there shouldn't be a problem, right? Yeah, that's it. Miles here is a volunteer worker. The purpose of my office isn't to make money. We're pro bono. What a wonderful heart you have, defending others without demanding payment. I do have an amazing charitable heart. More importantly, I'd like you to explain your reasons for arresting Simon Keyes. There's no need to. Is that a challenge against me? No, I was speaking with Judge Courtney. I guess it can't be helped. If you want to take on the best, you will fall like the rest. I haven't said anything yet, but this is convenient. Then I will hear you out. What were your reasons for arresting Mr. Keyes? I see no need to inform you, Sebastian. Let us... Just watch, Justine. Watch as I run around in circles against this useless prosecutor. I think you mean run circles around me. Yeah, that's what I meant. Prepare yourself, Mr. Edgeworth. I hope I'm making him sassy enough. So you wanna know my reasons for arresting that man? You know what? I think what's happening right now, I recently watched Pink Flamingos, which, by the way, what a trip of a movie. The 70s were wild. Anyway, it stars Divine, the drag queen, the one and only. And it's directed by John Waters. So if you know anything about both of those two people, you kind of have an idea of what you're in for, but you will never prepare yourself for it. It's not... Anyway, so I'm giving him kind of like a little bit of a... There's like a part at the end where Divine is, oh my god, please don't choke. Please don't choke on your coffee. Oh god, coffee sounds good. It's a little late for caffeinated coffee, but I might get me a cup of decaf after this. But anyway, I'm kind of giving him like a little bit of the divine voice. A little bit. I could never, not like truly, but anyway, I think that's what's happening here. It's seeped into my psyche, whatever. So, you want to know my reasons for arresting that man? The answer is simple. Yes, we found traces of that guy over there. How's that? Perfectly simple, perfectly decisive, right? Of course. I was the first to notice it because I'm the best. How am I supposed to go about pressing that? How's that? Got nothing to say. Speechless in my presence. This guy sure talks a lot. That's both me and Edgeworth saying. So you're the one who arrested Mr. Keys, I take it. Mr. DeBest, do you have the right to do such a thing? Well, obviously, it was the police who carried out the arrest. But since it was under my direction, shouldn't it also count as my arrest? As I expected. It'd be difficult to deal with both of them at the same time. However, her silence is troubling me. Just what is she thinking? Here we go. Let's rebut. Rebuke? Rebuttal? I don't know. Hold it! Let's get one thing clear. You do know who you arrested, right? What? Do you take me for a fool? The one I arrested was Simon Keys, no doubt about it. I expected he'd at least understand that much. Obviously, we had a fatal reason. Wait. Really, that's quite a surprise. So what was this fatal reason for the arrest? Are you attempting to lure information out of me through flattery? A good strategy, but I'm afraid it won't work on me. Uh-oh. Oh, shit. Here she comes. Crap, I'm gonna have to switch between these two voices. We found vital evidence implicating Simon Keys. That's what Sebastian was trying to say. Yes, so because of this fatal, vital evidence, I had Simon arrested. Okay. That guy, over there, that's certainly vague. Well, so they say, the best hears the one thing and understands 10. What? You're just being lazy. Explain it more clearly. Sebastian, if it's all right with you, would you please explain to them in more detail? I'm sure that everyone wants to hear what you have to say. All right, if you insist, Justine. We discovered that. Perhaps you didn't know, but the victim carried a chessboard with him. From it, we found that suspect guy's, Simon Keys' fingerprints. Well done, Sebastian. I bless you on behalf of the goddess of law. If this ever gets, this is like totally never gonna happen, but if this got made into a movie, I think I would need Julie Andrews to play Justine, or Courtney. Wait, Justine, Courtney, right? Wait, does she have a double? What the fuck is her name? Justine Courtney. She is my age. Good God. Anyway. Please amend your testimony. Are you all right with that, Prosecutor Edgeworth? Yes. Okay, so the victim carried a chessboard. Wait, did we find fingerprints? Wait, hold on. Well, he probably added that to his statement, so I should probably press that. Surely it wasn't you who discovered the fingerprints. Hey, I'm just a prosecutor, aren't I? I leave that stuff to the forensics team. They These fingerprints could be a problem, but wasn't the chessboard originally... Maybe I should take another look at the evidence. You can open it from there. Hurry up and open it. Why are you getting so excited? What are you saying? Doesn't everyone get excited when they're opening a box? I think that probably applies to you only. Oh, look at all the chess pieces. These are chess pieces, right? I saw something similar in your office, Mr. Edgeworth. Huh? But the pieces here are black and white. Those are the correct colors. My pieces were custom made. Custom made? That sounds like treasure to me! Her eyes are sparkling. Does she intend to steal it? Wouldn't it be funny if I, like, when I'm rotating it like this on the evidence thing, if I just, like, dumped it out and it actually, like, all the pieces fell out and Edgeworth was just like, shit, shit, shit. Oh, belong to Nightly. Simon brought it to... Okay, yeah, so... Sorry, that was a little too easy. I was just kind of fucking around with the evidence. Fingerprints found on the chessboard. Is that the ace up your sleeve? Ace in my sleeve? Oh, ace up my sleeve. Yes, the methods I use are always the best. This ace is my trump card. Well then, allow me to show you that it is not, in fact, a trump card at all. Simon Keyes was the one who sent this chessboard to the victim in the first place. So it's only natural some of his prints would be left on it. That's surprising? That took way too long. These fingerprints are hardly decisive evidence. Perhaps your arrest was a little too rash. Rash. He has no idea what that word means. To begin with, this incident occurred at the detention center and the prison. To suspect Simon just because he isn't a prisoner or a guard is a little unreasonable. Ah! What? What's with him all of a sudden? I finally get what you're trying to say. Rush. You mean we were too quick to arrest the guy, right? I was right. He didn't know what that word meant. He was stuck on that. Sure, I was first to lay eyes on him. And I was the first to notice the evidence. That was even faster. But I am not rash. Sure, Simon Keyes isn't a guard or a prisoner, but...
Overruled. Sebastian.
Judge Courtney. What are you doing? Just stand? Don't butt in like that. Pardon me, Sebastian. Yes, your words on the suspect are very interesting. However, shouldn't you get to the best part first? The best part? Why don't you tell them about your wonderful reasoning regarding the murder weapon? Good one, Justine. Nice suggestion. Mr. Edgeworth, listen to my first-rate reasoning. Objection indeed. Will this reasoning explain why you arrested Mr. Keyes? With his weird little baton thing. I'm sure it will meet your expectations. Judge Courtney just changed the flow of the conversation. Just what is she planning? Okay, part 2. Murder weapon's location. Oh, okay. It's obvious the murder weapon was a sharp metal object. A lot of the time they are. However, the prison maintains strict control over potentially lethal items. So, that's why I've reasoned that the murder weapon was brought in from the outside. Wow, so smart, so crazy. Never would have thought of that. Yes, it was hidden inside that chessboard. And since only the victim and the suspect's fingerprints were found on the chessboard, isn't it obvious who brought and used the murder weapon? At least it's clearer than his last testimony. It's the best reasoning you can get from prosecutor, the best. Oh my god, this is like gonna throw me. How do you like that? Now he's mixing up the best with his own name. But could someone really hide a weapon inside a gift sent to a prisoner? You'll find a good place if you examine the inside of the chessboard. Inside of the chessboard? Is there some place to hide a weapon? Okay, so let's open it up again. As I thought, there were only chess pieces inside. Wow, what an annoying laugh. Inside the chessboard, huh? Perhaps I should examine it a bit further. Can this piece come out? Maybe the top part? Ah, the top panel is removable. It's quite deep. Yes, there's more than enough room to hide a small knife. Understand now? This is how the culprit smuggled in the... What's with that? I wasn't even finished. Oh my god, what a child. Mr. DeBest, there is something you have forgotten. There's a gate at the entrance of the detention center. Well there is, but... He means the security gates with the metal detectors, Sebastian. We had to pass through the same check when we entered the prison, remember? Yeah, that's it. I remember now. It looks like he completely forgot. It would be impossible to smuggle a sharp metal object into the detention center. Therefore, your reasoning never held, even from the very beginning. Overruled. That gate is only used on people. And we are way better than people. I'm just kidding. In other words, packages sent to the detention center undergo a simpler check. So they don't use a metal detector for that. This never should have happened. It seems the guards were too careless. Oh boy. Right, Justine. Thank you for the assist. You're welcome. Now then, Prosecutor Edgeworth, your cross-examination, if you please. Cross-examination? It's as if we're in the courtroom. Very well, his reasoning. Let's see how long it will hold up under pressure. Here we go. Was it though? I feel like... No, it wasn't. Wait, penetrating wound in the neck, died instantly. But he had small bruises on his head. Maybe not so much because... Ah, shit snacks. I'll just press him. A sharp metal object. Do you have proof of that? Didn't you see the victim's wound, worthless prosecutor? The fatal blow was a stab to the throat. And a knife perfectly matches up with that. There can be no other explanation. It seems they don't know about that piece of information yet. The bruises, right? Am I like crazy? Right, next. There's plenty more to my reasoning. Okay. Okay, clearly that's wrong. Nope. Oh god. Why are you asking for my opinion? Don't you see? This evidence contradicts your testimony. What? Oh god! Did you? Oh! He hit himself in the face. It does not. I don't believe this evidence has that kind of meaning. Oh, good god. She's really just carrying the... Wow. Also, you don't need to yell objection so loudly. Just showing evidence will suffice. But that's like our thing. But that's like our thing. Like, we can't just stop that. Okay. that piece of evidence. Hold on. We'll press first. Let's just press first. Hold it! Even with the strict control, there were still some items that could be used, right? Well, yeah. Things like grooming scissors. Of course, there's more to this. Right, Sebastian? Exactly! At the time of the incident, only one was being borrowed. However, there was no reaction when we tested it for blood. Those would be the scissors Mr. Sawit was practicing with. Her gavel is terrifying, and it like extends like to the full length of a mallet. So, she's scary. She's scary. So the God, the voice. So the inside of the prison was completely clear of sharp implements. No, it wasn't. So that's why I reasoned the murder weapon was brought in from the outside. Can you be more specific about where it came from? Of course I can. It didn't come from inside the prison. Is he trying to sound smart? Simon Keyes brought it in. That's what we mean. Mr. Edgeworth, can't you even figure that much out? Dude, can you? I'm disappointed in you. And you've disappointed me from the start. So, Simon brought the murder weapon, but how, you ask? Yes, it was hidden in the chessboard. No weapon was found at the crime scene, not even inside the chessboard. So where did the murder weapon disappear to? I'd like to hear your answer to that. Well, after the crime, the culprit must have hidden it somewhere in the prison. Is there a problem with this statement? Yes. Is there? Wait. They had to hide it somewhere in the prison. Yes, there is a problem. It can't be hidden in the prison because he died in the detention center. I mean, it could be, but that's how the logic of this game works. It's clear from this piece of evidence, what shows that the murder weapon can't be inside the prison. Wait, that's a detention center and the prison. I guess this? Yeah, okay, yeah, that was wrong. That was wrong. That was just wrong. I knew it! That wasn't right after all. Well then, if you have proof, then hurry up and show us. I must have evidence that shows the murder weapon is not inside the prison. I'm just gonna go ahead and quick little save state. I think it's the security tape, right? No, the music didn't stop, so damn it, it's wrong! What is it then? Oh, search the... I'm so stupid. I'm so dumb, y'all. They investigated the prison. They didn't find the murder weapon. The music stopped. There he goes. That's how you know it's right. Have you completely forgotten your own actions? Oh, that's right. They were the one. Wow. You, along with Warden Roland, conducted a search of the prison. But you did not find the murder weapon, right? You boys quit that whipping. We must have overlooked something. This guy just completely contradicted himself. You carried out such a sloppy investigation. I'm amazed that you call yourself the best. Are you mocking me? Oh, damn. Gavel has come down. Sebastian, Please calm yourself. Don't get caught up in the opponent's pace. I'm fine, Justine. Did you really think the best prosecutor would be shaken by someone miles behind him? Oh, come on. I love puns, but come on, man. That's some low-hanging fruit right there. I wish he'd stop messing around with other people's names. Oh, in that case, Kay Faraday is far, far ahead. Kay, don't you get caught up in this too. Yes, if my best investigation didn't find anything, then there must not have been a single weapon in the prison. In that case, there's only one possibility. It sure did. It came straight down. The criminal must have taken the murder weapon with him when he left the prison, and that is where we use the detector, because they literally just said, because it'd have to be on his person, and those are used on people. So it's only natural we didn't find it in there. Yeah. Objection indeed. There was no way the culprit could have brought the weapon out of the prison. And this piece of evidence shows why. Because you just told me. There's security gates literally everywhere. Have you completely forgotten your own testimony? That's twice you've insulted me. Oh, it seems you remember what I said earlier. But you do well to remember further than that. What is that? This guy, he really doesn't remember anything? It seems that way. The detention center and the prison are equipped with security gates. Anyone leaving must pass through these gates. Gates equipped with metal detectors. Ah, that's what you... Looks like he remembers now. Yes, there's no way someone could have brought the murder weapon through those gates. And so the criminal could not have taken it out of the prison either. Ah! So then, Prosecutor Edgeworth, do you know where this murder weapon went to? Perhaps the weapon is still inside the prison? But we couldn't find it anywhere on the prison. The reason you didn't find it is because you believe it to be a sharp metal object. We saw the very moment when Mr. Knightley was attacked, after all. If you can say that much, then perhaps you could enlighten us. What would you say is the murder weapon in this case? From this piece of evidence, the murder weapon of this case becomes obvious. The video? Oh shit. Here is the footage from a security camera. It shows one of the cells of the detention center. See it with your own eyes! Oh god, is the dog? Huh. What? It can't be! This tape clearly shows the moment the victim was attacked by a black dog. I believe this is sufficient proof, wouldn't you say? Indeed, this is vital evidence. Horace Knightley was killed in the detention center by that dog. After that, the body was moved to the prison workroom. Our witness claims to have seen the dog in the workroom when the body was found. Of course, a dog couldn't have planned this crime on its own. However, there was someone who could have. Oh. What you got? That's enough, Prosecutor Edgeworth. Judge Courtney. It's true, this camera footage is... Let's try that one more time. A little bit better now. It's true, this camera footage is vital evidence. However, there is something else you must prove. Actually, you've already noticed it, haven't you? It's just as she says. There's still a huge flaw in my reasoning. If that black dog is a prisoner's pet, how was it able to move between the detention center and prison? What will we do, Mr. Edgeworth? I still don't know how the dog managed to move from one place to the other. I knew it. What? You're one to talk? You don't know either. Overruled. If you do not solve this mystery, I'm afraid I cannot accept your logic. If this was a real courtroom, I would call for a recess now. and then I'd kill you with my gavel. Wait, I'm not finished yet.
Overruled.
Court has been adjourned. Leave at once. This isn't a courtroom.
Well then, as I said, court is adjourned.
Objection! I can't prove my argument, but isn't that the same case with Mr. Keys?
Whatever do you mean?
Just as I don't know how the dog entered the detention center, you also don't know how Simon Keys entered the detention center and prison. Although he came to visit the victim, he was an outsider to the prison. Don't you think it would be difficult for him to commit a crime inside the prison? Oh, we got her on the ropes now. Judge Courtney, now the burden of proof lies with you. Show us evidence that Simon Keys entered the prison.
Haha. You want me to present evidence? I'm happy to oblige.
What? Does she really have evidence?
It's about time I told you. Now that I know the basis of your reasoning, Prosecutor Edgeworth.
What is she thinking?
It seems you don't even know Simon Keys' real occupation. He's a circus performer.
A circus performer? Okay, and? Okay, and? The Very Big Circus! Wait, where the fuck did he come from? Stop, gavel time.
Yes, have you ever heard of the Very Big Circus?
Circus, yes.
Oh, dear.
Wouldn't have missed it, but... Oh, goodness. Excuse me, y'all. Oh, heavens no, I despise meetings. It was the animal show, of course.
It seems you've realized. On the day of the incident, an animal show was being performed at the prison. And the show was put on by the Very Big Circus.
So then, do you mean Simon is...
Simon Keys entered the prison as a staff member of the animal show. That we know for a fact.
God. This woman! She's been concealing this fact the whole time. She only planned to reveal it after hearing my reasoning. Come to think of it. What are you doing, Justine? Don't butt in like that.
Pardon me, Sebastian.
Yes, your words on the suspect are very interesting. However,
shouldn't you get to the best part first?
Oh. Mr. DeBest was going to say it then, but she stopped him. How do you like that, worthless prosecutor? You didn't do anything! You didn't do anything!
Well then, now it really is time for a recess. I'll end with some advice. I'd already doubted your abilities as a prosecutor, which is why I relieved you of your authority. You'd best not forget that.
What are you trying to say?
The PIC can still take away your badge. If you value your badge, I'd advise you not to show your face before me again.
Is that a threat?
The Goddess of Law is merciful, but that doesn't mean you can get away with everything. And one more thing. I must digress. I suggest you stop with this Defense Attorney Act. That's none of your concern.
I don't intend to abandon a case I'm involved in so easily.
For defense attorneys, a relationship of mutual trust with their client is vital. It is very different from the way of a prosecutor. In any case, you didn't even know about your client's occupation.
Oh, that's true, we didn't.
Well then, I must be going. May the blessings of the Goddess of Law be upon you.
I like her, but I also hate her. But I also like her. I kind of love to hate her. Did Simon lie to us? It seems he lied to Uncle Ray, too. This complicates matters. Why'd he do that? Because you're a defense attorney and we have to have plot? He's gonna need an ice pack for that bird. Hey, Miles, don't tell me you got cold feet already. Courtney Pie is quite a handful, but giving up is still uncool. Defense attorney's creed is to never give up, remember? You're my assistant. Of course I don't plan on giving up either. It's just... my theory that he couldn't enter the prison no longer holds. It looks like we'll have to investigate what's more. To be continued. And I'll save that right there. And I'll save it in the real thing too. Which I don't know if this actually... I don't know if it's actually saving. That's what's kind of weird. Oh god, I gave him a squeaky voice, didn't I? Why did you not mention that beforehand?
No, but I did. What did I mention?
That you're a member of the Very Big Circus.
No, it's just that, I'm not. I can't call myself a member yet. I'm just a new recruit.
Regardless, that still makes you a member. Oh, damn, he knocked him straight off. Wow. So why didn't you tell us that before?
If I had told you I was part of the circus, it would have made me look suspicious, right?
But the fact that you didn't, why do suspects always do this? They do this in real life crimes too. It's like, I was afraid you'd think I was, but by not telling the whole story, you look more suspicious. You look like you're lying. Anyway, just another gripe I have.
Since I also knew Knightley and all that, I didn't think anyone would believe that I had to say. Not even you guys, Kay.
Didn't we promise to believe in you?
But Mr. Edgeworth, you're just kind of scary.
Man, you're just terrible at getting info from people, aren't you, Miles? That's none of your concern. Looks like we need to have a talk with him again. So, what'd you do with the circus, Simon?
I guess you could say I'm a wild animal tamer. I'm still just an apprentice, though.
Wow, that's incredible. So you command lions and tigers to do your bidding, right?
Nuh-uh, nothing crazy like that. No, wait. My partner is this little guy right here.
Aw.
It's a monkey.
And that makes you a wild animal tamer? He's more like an organ grinder than a wild animal tamer. Wait, what? Oh my god! Oh my god! His hair is like handles! It's monkey handles! I wonder if they do like performances like Ratatouille style where the monkey like controls him with his hair, just like little tank controls. Wait, oh, this is Simon, sorry. I blanked for a second.
Hey, Money, cut that out. He can be quite a handful sometimes.
Dude! Oh my god, he actually just controlled him like Ratatouille style. Wait a minute. Okay, I gotta do... When did this game, Ace Attorney Investigations 2 release date? When did this game come out? February 3rd, 2000. When did Ratatouille come out? Ratatouille, Disney movie release date. Ratatouille came out in 2007, so that reference could absolutely have made its way in there. I cannot, y'all. Wow. They really did that. I thought organ grinders controlled their monkeys, not the other way around. Yesterday, you told us you were just a regular employee, correct?
Even if I'm a member of the circus, I'm still legally employee. We're just like any regular company. The ringleader is the boss, and I'm just a grunt. I even have a supervisor. She's the head of the Wild Animal Tamer division. No matter what kind of fierce creature, they all immediately follow her every command.
This theme gives me flashbacks. It gives me flashbacks to wow. You know what? Everybody hates on that case, Turnabout Big Top. They hate on it so hard. I think that's one of the coolest. I think that's one of my top cases. truth be told. Because that one, like, really hurt a lot. Hi! Hi, Maddie! How are you? I think Turnabout Big Top needs more love. That's what I'm gonna say about that. Did I read this? No matter what kind of fierce creature, they all immediately follow her every command. She might even be able to get a handle on Miles here. I am not a wild animal. What animal would he be? Not working or sleeping. Yay! I know the time difference is like really tough, so I really appreciate you being here. Did you and your supervisor take part in the animal show here at the prison? Yeah, it was just us two. It was only a small operation this time around. Basically, my supervisor takes center stage, and I take care of all the dirty work. She is! She really is! Well, I did have a tiny part in the performance. So there are only 2 members of the circus that are related to this case. Aw, even the monkey's sad. Oh, they're doing the little hear no evil thing. So, can you tell me about your movements around the prison? Okay, I went to meet Knightley 2 days ago around noon. And that's when you gave him the chessboard. That's right. And then that night, I started setting up the stage in this courtyard. Oh, wow. That's a pretty big, It was pretty, sorry. It was pretty tough going back and forth, moving all the crates by myself. I left everything in. Workroom A, I think. Just temporary storage. Oh, yeah, my little subathon. I appreciate your sub, by the way. But seriously, I understand. The time difference is really hard. I always see you and oh gosh, Pihi Huha. I think that's, yeah. I always see y'all streaming and I like want to join, but I'm like, y'all were streaming several hours ago because I was asleep. So I totally get it. Didn't your supervisor help you at all? No way! I can't let her do anything like that. That's my job. After I got everything ready, we started rehearsing. When we left, it was almost midnight. Rehearsal. I remember the rehearsal in my drama club days. The show was set to start at 8 a.m. the next day and go on until 10 a.m. The only one who went in and out where the body was found is Mr. Keys. And then, the body was found just before the show ended. Oh yeah, the investigations games are really good. The first one is like actually released in English on the DS, but I had to emulate this, obviously. But the fan translation is really good. Oh, does the Blue Badger appear? Let me tell you a little something about the first investigations game and the Blue Badger. You get the Proto Badger, which is like the hellish cousin to the Blue Badger. It's what? You actually get, one of the cases takes place in a theme park that is centered around, yes. It's, I am triggered in a good way. That's true, Sorcel. The Blue Badger, there's a Blue Badger theme park, and there's like the Blue Badger, the Pink Badger, which is like the Blue Badger's girlfriend, the Proto Badger, which was like the prototype one, and then there's like a bad, like evil version of the Blue Badger, and he's got like 5 o'clock shadow, and like he's got like sunglasses and stuff. There's plenty of Blue Badger material in the first one. I don't know about this one because this is the second case, I think, so. The Bad Badger, that's it, yes, you know. God, the Bad Badger. I really wonder if like, yes, you do need, the investigations games are really good and they are so criminally underrated. They're so good. And I'm loving this one so far. But I was gonna say, I really wonder if like Capcom, like the team who developed the Ace Attorney games, if they like knew the Blue Badger was gonna be like such a big thing. Cause I feel like it was just kind of like in the background in the first trilogy. Like, I mean, it got a little more serious until as time went on, because the whole case with the Emma and Lana Skye, like the statue with the dancing and the oh boy. But I really wonder if, like, when they first came up with it, if they just knew in their heart of hearts that it would be a fan fave. Do you happen to know why you were arrested? It's weird how it happened so fast. I don't think that DePest guy would just have, oh my gosh. I don't think that DePest guy would just have you arrested on a whim. I wouldn't put it past him, though.
Well, maybe it's because of that.
Of what?
When I was moving the crates, I decided to go check up on him. You know, nightly.
Why am I giving him like a sadder voice? You went directly into the detention block? Did you have permission?
No. I had to sneak in. It wasn't a formal visit or anything.
Didn't you already see him 2 days ago? Why would you go and do such a thing?
Well, we're the only friends either of us had since childhood. He was the same as me. We never had real family.
Oh, wow. This is starting to get dark.
I just wanted to talk with him for a bit, so I went to see him.
Cue the sad music. You didn't have a family? Oh my god, Miles, you can't just ask people if they didn't have a family.
When I was younger, I lost the only family I had. My father.
So is that it? I know all too well how it feels to lose your father at a young age. Oh no. So you're the same as Mr. Edgeworth and me. Oh, that's right. Kay doesn't have a dad either. Why are all... Is this the dead dad game? Because this is really sad. What different paths in life? Yeah, pulling out the heartstrings. So, like, okay, one of them became a murderer, one of them became a thief, one of them became a lawyer, and the other became a circus performer? Talk about, like, diverging paths. So it was just the two of you talking at that time?
Yes, all the other cells were empty and there weren't any guards nearby either.
Oh, I'm so sorry for your loss. Yeah, very different paths. Oh gosh. I couldn't read for a second. Anyway. But then you got found out, and that's why they suspected you.
What? What? Did I do something really bad?
I mean, you kind of broke into prison, sort of? Something must have happened while Mr. Keyes and Knightley were alone. Ooh. No, I'm just kidding. That's weird. That's probably DeBest's logic. It seems that we'll need to talk with your supervisor as well.
She should be here today, too. Probably in the courtyard.
I wonder if it's going to be a character we already know.
Oh, I'm sorry it turned out like this, boss.
Simon, if there's anything we can do to help, just tell us.
What? But I can't do anything in return.
Don't you worry about that. We're your allies. I love Kay. I love Kay so much. I just love how optimistic she is. That's because we're like birds of a feather, right, Mr. Edgeworth? Yeah, y'all bonded. Y'all bonded over trauma. Trauma bonding. The best kind of bonding. That's terrible. I shouldn't say that. Birds of a feather, huh? I suppose that's true. We have sufficient information about your past. I doubt you had a motive to kill Knightley. Rather, you are probably the most affected by his death. And I doubt someone as timid as you could work up the courage to murder someone. All right, I'll get you out of here. We'll believe in you. Look at him! Look at him turning into a little mini defense attorney. Well, what do we have here? Starting to get a hang of the whole defense attorney gig? Sounded a bit like your old man just now. Me. Sound like my father? He would say, the defense attorney's job is to be an ally to the deserted. If you're going to ride that stallion into the sunrise, wait for me, I want in too. What a very specific way to put that. Mr. Shields, I think you mean sunset. Yeah, of course. That was just a joke. Want some candy? This man is like a certified freak. 7 days, no, I'm sorry. Yeah, all the feels, for real. All the feels, because I really love seeing Edgeworth become more his heart of gold. Man, I remember there was a time where they made me hate Edgeworth so much with his shit-eating grin and his smug, smarmy asshole attitude. But he really turned around. And apparently my uncle, my creepy uncle who always hugs people, wants to give us some candy. Edgeworth, I love him. Lost Soul, welcome, welcome. We are glad you're here. No, thank you, I don't like sweets. You don't like sweets? I love sweets, I have such a sweet tooth. Oh, really? What a shame. Yeah, seriously, what a shame. What's wrong with the sunrise? The legendary Yatagarasu is all about the sun, since the sunlight always exposes the truth. Good grief. For now, let's just head to the prison courtyard. Yes! The smug finger wiggle like the, Uncle Ray. Yes. Okay, first off, the finger wiggle always got me, and especially when Von Karma did it, like, I don't think I've ever wanted to punch a character so hard. And yeah, Uncle Ray is, come for a free hug, here's some candy, let's get in the van. He's a good guy, like, I know he's a good guy, but he seems really creepy. He's a creepy way of showing it. For now, let's just head to the prison courtyard and see what we can find there. Look at him go. Swaggering on. Ah, the shutter's open. Oh yeah, we were able to go there. Yes, it looks like that way leads to the courtyard. So what are we waiting for? Come on, let's get a move on. She's certainly in high spirits. Oh wow, this is a pretty intense little setup they've got there. Oh, I noticed those curtain thingies back there. That's relevant to the... So this is a courtyard. Just before the body was discovered, the animal show was held here. It looks just like a carnival. Man, I bet it was lots of fun. It does always look like an anime opening. I should get like a clip of them just running and like set it to random themes of music. I bet we could make a really cool opening out of it. Oh damn, she's just on her way. The prisoners were gathered here where the body was found. So that means whoever saw the snow, the snow. I can't read apparently. Whoever saw the show has an alibi. We should start by checking the area for... Yeek! Uh-oh. Kay! He holds his... Oh, jeez. Cut it out, you! Help me, Mr. Edgeworth! Don't harass the elephant, ma'am. You there! Stop right this instant! Yeah, that'll show him, Edgeworth. Oh, God, that's gotta hurt. Ow, ow, ow! Anyone help! Down, Astique, down! This is a new character. I don't know what voice... Who are... Oh my god. Oh my god. She still works for the circus! That's her! Oh my god, it's actually her. Oh, looks like you found a new play. I did, I malfunctioned. I'm sorry. I don't think... This is... Anyway. It wasn't playing around, it was about to eat me! Regina! I'm grabbing my cat ears, because I can't. We're just bringing all the classics back. All of the classics. I should replay the trilogy. Oh, I love these games. I don't know what voice to give her. Huh? No way, that's impossible. I'm like literally so, I don't know what. This is exactly what happened. Oh, is it really? This child doesn't bite often. Often, huh? Did Edgeworth even meet? No! Edgeworth never met Regina. Because that was when Von Karma Wait, was Von Karma prosecuted? Yes. It was Francisca. It had to be Francisca. Wait, I'm getting my games mixed up. What did Godot? No. This definitely was Francisca Von Karma when she was prosecuting, which meant that Edgeworth was out. So he never met Regina. Oh my god. He's meeting her for the first time. People normally never get up. Oh my god. People normally never get to play with an elephant up close. Isn't it wonderful? No, it's not. It's wonderful, right? Oh my gosh, she's so much older. Wait, is she? Wait, is this? Hold on, I have to check her profile. It was simply marvelous, little lady. Don't flirt with her. Don't flirt with her. Mr. Shields. Really? Oh, that makes me so happy. Don't. Here comes the hug. So how about a hug? As thanks. Dude. You're on the job. Can you be a professional for like 5 minutes? Hey, watch where you swing that thing. Good on that elephant. Were you taught not to hit people with your trunk? It looks like Astique is friends with everyone. She doesn't read like interactions as well. But anyway, she's still trying her best. I am an assistant of this defense attorney. My name is Mile Edgeworth. Social distance indeed. Would you like some candy? How about a hug? Extra creepy. She's still so sparkly. I haven't introduced myself yet. Oh, honey, I know exactly who you are. I'm Regina Berry. Nice to meet you. Oh my god. Where? Hold on. Oh, she hasn't been added yet. Damn. Okay. I'm the Great Thief and Defense Attorney's Wait, hold on. I'm the Great Thief and Defense Attorney's Assistant, Kay Faraday. That's a rather complicated job title. Yeah, it took me a second to get there. And the one playing with Mr. Elephant is the Defense Attorney, Mr. Ray Shields. It's not Mr. Elephant. It's Astique, the fantastic Asian elephant. You're incredible, Regina. You made Astique stop right away. Well, I'm a wild animal tamer after all. Okay, I really need to know if this is like later where she's older or put her profile in the organizer. Really? Then you must be Simon's supervisor. She sure is. Yep, I'm the head of the Very Big Circus. What? Oh my god, she lost her dad too! This is gonna be a sad case. The one and only Regina Berry. It's a pleasure to meet you. I'm Ace Attorney Ray Shields. We should get a spin-off game with Ray Shields. Ace Attorney Ray Shields. I wonder how that would be. Oh, I wonder if instead of showing his defense attorney's badge like every other defense attorney that you can play as does, he'd be like, there'd be like a button where you could be like, imagine a hug. Morphs into Gollum every time he meets a new person? Oh god, I hope not. Creepy dude with pockets of candy and endless hugs. Yeah, that's the tagline. That's the tagline to Ace Attorney Ray Shields. It looks like he's the one it looks like he's the one she has a handle on. Yes, she's perfect. What are you mumbling about? Oh, she's gonna try to get her to join the thief. My precious. Look at her. She's energetic, fun-loving, and healthy. She could be the new member of the Yatagarasu. She'd be perfect as a great thief. A great thief? That sounds like fun. We could make a huge ruckus with the animals. Ah, you can't make a ruckus. A great thief is supposed to be quiet and sneaky-like. But the show needs to have flash. Being quiet is kind of boring. Does yeah? She is like one of the most anime-looking characters in this game series. Aw, I guess she's not very thief-like after all. Yeah, her brain is for real a peanut. And it's like, She can't, yeah, she can only steal hearts. And not even, she was not even aware that she does it. Again, Turnabout Big Top gets so much hate, but I think one of the best parts of that case is the fact that there's no, like, clear villain in that one. Like, in all the other cases, it's like, okay, this person clearly went off the deep end and got selfish and then murdered somebody. Or, oh, there was, like, political reasons that they murdered somebody. Or there's a whole conspiracy or whatever. But in that one, it's like, she really did not understand what was going on. And that guy wanted revenge. But he, like, he did it because he was sad. And, like, he didn't understand that she didn't understand. And so he thought she was evil. And she just thought that everything was okay. And it's just, gets so much hate. It's an underrated case. We stan Turnabout Big Top. That's all. Okay. It seems there has been a breakdown in negotiations. Yeah, sorry. I'm ranting about Turnabout Big Top again. All right, let's get started, Mr. Edward. Let's check out anything that looks suspicious. We'll even look through the barbed wire if we have to. Okay. The puppet thing went on way too long. I will give you that. The ventriloquist, like, it got... But it will never be as bad as the mask-to-mask case. That one goes on way too long. It just goes on way too long. I love the power couple in that case. I do. You didn't like Mo! Mo is funny! Mo makes puns, and I love bad jokes though, so I guess that's unpopular opinion. It will never be as bad as the mask-to-mask case, to me, in my opinion, my humble opinion. Y'all, why do I always get dogpiled on? First it was my Persona faves, and now this. Mo does not suck. I mean, the trial, I still thought he was okay. Whatever, we're here now. Regina's moved on with her life. Mo is probably somewhere else. My Persona, oh God, which game? It depends on which game. I could go on. We should also try talking with anyone connected to the case. It's investigation time. Okay, can I look at the profile now? I want to see if she is aged at all. Oh, I guess it's a year. Because she was, I believe, 16 in the last one. She's so young. So young. Oh, it got really quiet. It's just like ambient noise now. Oh, look at this. Oh, I was gonna say, look at this beautiful little pond until I noticed the dead fish there. The third trial. You know, in Ace Attorney, sometimes there's like a dip, I feel, where it's like, it starts off really strong because you're like, oh yeah, cool, new game. And then it like dips, and then they really like hit you with the good stuff at the end. Persona 5 is the only... You're fine. You're fine. Typos, I'm picking up what you're putting down. Persona 5 is it, did you play vanilla Persona 5 or did you play Persona 5 Royal? Not that it makes too much of a difference with like characters and such, but I'm just curious. Because both are very wonderful. Both. Okay, cool. Okay, so you know like Kasumi and stuff. Not that that really matters because Kasumi is not my favorite. The protagonist is actually my favorite. I know that seems like basic, but I really like Joker. And I relate super hard. Oh, okay. I mean, that counts. Joker is awesome. Joker is probably my favorite protagonist. I'm so sorry, everybody who came for the Ace Attorney. Second favorite protagonist being Minato or Makoto in Persona 3. Because Persona 3, wow, threw me. But yeah, who's your fave? It looks like there's, oh wait, is K ribbiting or is there an actual ribbit? It looks like K is ribbiting. What are you doing? Don't you know, if you croak like a frog in a pond, they will come towards you. I need to do that. I love frogs. The only things that are coming towards you are the water striders. I don't like those. I hate bugs. Water striders are so cool. They're like ninjas. No, they are not. They're creepy little bugs. Queen and Joker for your... Oh, okay. Wait, is AFK Arena like a different game and they did like a Persona tie-in? It's hard to keep up with all the stuff that... I know that Ace Attorney just had like a tie-in with another game. And that art looks so amazing. And Mia was there. And Mia is my favorite Ace Attorney character. Ryuji and Otter, great choices. I relate super hard to Ryuji. I think him and me, personality-wise, are like... Every single time he would say something, I was just like... See, voice of reason, Ryuji. But I heard that Ryuji is, like, super unpopular in Japan, which is sad to me. Ryuji is a king! A phone game. Okay. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. I love it when games do, like, guest characters and stuff. I know that like, Identity V did, like, a Danganronpa tie-in. Ace Attorney had what was it called? I cannot remember what it was called. I just remember I watched the trailer and I was like, I might have to play this game because the Ace Attorney tie-in looked so beautiful. Atlas and Spike Chunsoft really like to play the tie-in collaboration stuff. I'm not mad at it. They glide gracefully on top of the water. I wish I could do that. What about the frogs? Yeah, wait, what about the frogs? That was not relevant to the case at all. Let's look at the stage. Let's see what we got there. This is the stage where they put on the animal show. If I put on a Great Thief show, I wonder if anyone would come. I'm pretty sure the police would show up. That's fair. All right, you know what? Let's just talk to Regina. Maybe she knows something. Aw, plays the music again. Head of the Wild Animal Tamer Division. Are you Mr. Key's supervisor? That's right. Very Big Circus was created by my daddy. But daddy died in a murder incident. See, I knew this was gonna do this at yep. Your dad is... But after that, our current ringmaster made the circus even bigger. The ringmaster is daddy's close friend. He's like a funny uncle. Wait, who took over? Damn it, what do you mean, damn it? Oh. What happened? Wait, Oh, that's a cry face. Oh, I'm sorry. A funny uncle. Wait, who took over the big top? Yeah, the dead dad thing. I'm so sorry. Oh my god. Mo is in charge of the circus. Uncle Mo established the Wild Animal Tamer, Magic, and Ventriloquist divisions. Can take a wild guess which, who heads up the other two. Only the Wild Animal Tamer and Ventriloquist divisions have subordinates, though. Very Big Circus is going to become even more fabulous. Yes, that sounds amazing. The way these two are carrying on, I'd hate to put a damper on things. Well, with Regina, it's kind of impossible. Could you tell us about the animal show? It's an amazing show. It has a storyline and everything. What's more, it's a love story. It's a love story. I'm just kidding. I'm not going to do that. Doesn't that sound wonderful? Very nice. Are you the heroine, Regina Pie? Please stop. Stop. She is... How old are you again, sir? Sir. This is a Wendy's. Sir, you are 36. You are quite literally a decade older than her. Well, 9 years. You're 9 years older than her. No, wait, no. He's 36. She's 17. So yes, you're 19 older. I can't do math, y'all. I can't do math. Wait, did I do that right? Okay, see, now I'm paranoid that I didn't do it right. I'm not going to break out the calculator. It's not important. Regardless, the point is, leave her alone. Almost 2 decades. FBI, open up. Nope, the heroine of this show is Astique. And her partner is Regent the Tiger. Aw, I remember Regent. He murdered a guy, didn't he? No, that was the lion. Regent was the replacement.
It's about the forbidden love between an elephant and a tiger.
Okay, I guess. Elephant and tiger? Forbidden love? Speaking of a tiger, there's a little kitty cat underneath my desk and I'm petting her with my toesies.
That's right. It's what they call a love triangle. Isn't it romantic?
It sounds amazing, right, Mr. Edgeworth? Heroine, Astique is a female elephant? Didn't we establish that? Wait, hold on. Since it's a love triangle, shouldn't there be one more animal involved? Yep, the third animal. He's the one who interferes with the love between Astique and Regent. Mr. Edgeworth, what do you think it is? Well, since it's a circus, perhaps a lion? I think a crow would be nice. Of course you would think a crow.
The third animal is a naughty little monkey.
A naughty little monkey. The scale suddenly got... Money the Monkey! Wait, Money the Monkey was in the original Turnabout Big Top as well. I just don't think we ever saw him. Or did we? I think they had like a profile for him, but... Edgeworth is just discovering females. I mean... Ah, Money the Monkey! Nope, the one who plays the role of the monkey is... What? What? You have a monkey and you...
Money is a little too small.
He's like the villain who tries to break up the love between Astique and Regent. How will Astique and Regent control their own destiny? Isn't it wonderful? I guess. I thought Mr. Keys just did all the grunt work. Wouldn't you feel sorry for Simon if he didn't get to perform on stage? Could you tell me about the preparations for the show? Simon handled everything, so I don't know that much about it. Couldn't they both just kill Simon? I like your very Alexandrian solution to that little Gordian knot we got there. Just kill him. Like, let's just kill him. They are both. They're very, very large. Elephants and tigers are very large. Obviously the elephant being the larger one. You're right. Simon insisted on it. He wanted me to focus on the show. I saw Simon doing something near the wall, though. The well, if I recall, it was behind the stage. I better go take a... Oh, sorry, I thought this was Regina speaking. Clearly I was not paying attention. I better go take a look at it later. He even moved this giant cage all by himself. Simon is such a nice guy. That sounds like something... Oh, and Midna has come back for some more attention. Everybody say hi to Midna. She loves to, Aw, what a snuggly little girl. Hey, baby. This is my little baby. What you doing? You were under the desk a second ago. That's where your bed is. You just need mommy's hugs. Little cat cuddles. Midna, they're saying hi to you. Say hi back. I will absolutely give her a kiss from you. Mwah. That was from Maddie. She's shedding everywhere. It's a little warm. That's a coffee mug. There's nothing in it. Oh, you just want to scratch your face on it? Okay. You scratch your face on the coffee mug, I guess. While crying profusely. During the preparation, Simon went back and forth between the workroom and the courtyard. We were using the workroom to store our equipment. Only Simon entered that room, so I don't know anything about it. The workroom. Was it the one where we found the dead body? So, Simon was the only one who entered workroom A. Man, the bad news just keeps on coming. Mr. Lawyer, please promise me you'll help Simon. Don't worry, despite his looks, Mr. Edgeworth is really amazing. Despite my looks. And just what is wrong with the way I look? Nothing, honey. You're fine. I guess I'll present some evidence. dog. Let's see what she says. Wow, what a cute doggy. Cute doggy? Yep. Ah, but this child won't play nice with the others. Oh, hello. Can I help you? Do you mind? I'm kind of doing something. Hey, sweet girl. From the look in his eyes, he only opens his heart to his master. I'm certain he's a good doggy, though. Good at killing. Oh, you can tell that much just by looking at a picture? Of course, I'm the head animal tamer after all. Ah, Mr. Edgeworth also has the same eyes as that doggy. Oh, the cold stare. What? My heart isn't closed off. Sir. Come on. What else should I show her? Ah, let's keep with tradition. Okay, I'll accept it. No, it's not a gift. Okay, come here, baby. Let's put you back over here. You're getting a little off the rails. You wanna sit in my lap? Okay, you gotta pick a place though. Come here, baby. Here you go. No. Edgeworth, buddy. Hold it! Did I say anything about giving it to you? You're not giving it to me? Of course not. Oh, damn, she really trying to put on the charm. What a stare down. Oh, okay, Midna, that's my keyboard. You gotta be in the center of attention. You gotta just be... Words. You just gotta be in the middle of it all, huh? Alright. How about you go get you some food? Come on. Here you go, baby. Sorry about that. I'm sorry, it's my fault for presenting it to you. It's alright, I forgive you. Why am I apologizing to her? Because she's kind of manipulative in a weird, creepy way. Okay, I don't think she can help us with that, so we'll have to keep investigating. What is this? A basket? It's a wicker crate. No, there are tires attached to it, so I guess it's a cart. It's a wicker cart. It kind of smells like animals. Do you need a hug with candy? Uncle Ray's gotcha. They probably use this instead of a hand trolley at the circus. Just once I'd like to ride one of these bad boys down a hill. Ah, or maybe one of those office chairs with wheels. Doesn't that sound like fun? See, me and Kay are kindred spirits. What is she talking about? Hello. Oh, let's talk to Mr. Shields. What's the matter? I guess he's more like the advice kind of... Danger! High voltage! These signs really do exist. On the other side, you can see what appears to be the detention center's garden. There's a garden? How nice. It's just as Warden Roland said, you can see the garden from her office. If it weren't for this barbed wire, we could take a look at the garden on the other side. Oh boy. Well, probably the... I'm just kidding. I'm not gonna say that. That's a spoiler. I don't want to say that. Not good. That would be not good. Lost soul. That is Warden Roland's prized garden. I doubt she'd let us in so easily. Oh god, I gotta do this voice again. Oh my. Gotta drop it down. Drop it down into the neck area, the throat. Really air it out. There you are, Regina, darling. Ah, Miss Roland. I was looking all over for you. I wanted to have a little chat with you. Can I go? The prison. Could you tell me a little about this prison? Currently, this place is my pride and joy, which I like to call our home. Yeah, I think during all of our edgy school years, we all needed a bit of candy and hugs. That teenage angst will hit you hard. When I first came here, the prison was in a terrible state. Terrible state. You mean the prisoners' attitudes? There are no bad children in my family. It was the environment that was terrible. That's why, after giving it a lot of thought, I enlisted the help of the animals. Being together with animals will soften up even the most hardened criminals. Maybe? Maybe? Right now, everyone has returned to their most honest self. I'm trying to express the Cruella vibes, because I too get major Cruella de Vil vibes, even though if she like claims to be an animal lover, it's that kind of thing where it's like, but you're wearing a fur coat. Just take a look at Frankie. He's a model prisoner. A model prisoner who was trying to steal from a dead body. Also, who murdered somebody. Oh, and she's back. You gonna get up there? There she goes. She's gonna try to scratch her face on my Junko lamp. Oh, Midna, can I have that back, please? Hey, I don't want to trip you, but can you move your foot? That's my mouse. That's my... Thank you. Midna, you are a little mischievous little thing. He's proactive with his... No, don't. That's my stylist. Come on. Help me out here, Midna. He's... I know y'all can't see this, but she is absolutely obsessed with the Junko corners of my lamp. Must feel good on her little gummies. He's proactive with his job training and helps out with the chores. Don't the other model prisoners do job training and chores? Don't be silly. They all do, of course. Midna, I love you, sweetheart, but I cannot see the computer when you're there. I love you. Yes, you can sit right here. Here, just sit right there. Sit right there. Lay down. It's very nice. It's one of those LED lamps where they're like, it's glass and like the neon. I love it. I got it as a gift for Christmas and I love it. I want a lot of other characters now. Just have like a line of them. Sync up the colors. Okay, let's try to... It's just that Frankie here, he has his sights set on something different. Something feels strange. In any case... Oh, sorry. In any case, he's a very good boy. Please get along with one another. The enchanting music, the prancing animals, the very big circus is fabulous. If you come here, you can see a show once a month. Really? Then maybe I should. Yeah, let's get arrested. Was she thinking about committing a crime? Once a month, you said. Is it always the very big circus? Of course, I'm Regina Darling's biggest fan. My darling Regina, she's just so fabulous. Did she just kiss that fox on the lips? Y'all saw that too, right? Like, I'm not crazy. She's such a cutie pie. I could just eat her up. She really likes her darling Regina. That's why I'm worried about poor little Simon. If he is found guilty, Regina darling will be heartbroken. Mr. Lawyer, please take care of little Simon. Midna. If there's anything I can help you with, please don't hesitate to ask. Well, you could release Simon. I think this is probably a good stopping point for the night. I'm gonna save it. Oh, goodness. Come on, Midna. Oof. I'm gonna save it right here. So we're good on that. Let's just switch back on over to the other one. Thank you guys for tuning in. I'm glad that my stream ended up being uncanceled. I was really sad and I didn't want to cancel it, and I'm really glad that I got gas so that I can continue to go to work normally. I hate gas shortages. This is ridiculous. But anyway, I hope you all enjoyed making watching me do stupid voices and making the characters probably way worse than they are. I'll be streaming again on Friday. My plan is to stream some Steins Gate, but if not, Twitter, Instagram, all my updates go there. So follow me if you haven't already. My social media should be sliding down. I'm so glad you enjoyed it. Thank you, Maddie, for coming in. I know it's hard, so it really warms my heart. I want to raid somebody, so I'm gonna start looking for somebody to raid. If anybody has any suggestions, oh, let's raid. Oh, this person is playing the new Pokemon Snap. Oh wait, no, I know. Well, yes. Wait, is Bryn Camo streaming? I saw them playing some games, but I don't know if they're streaming right now. Let's see. Goodness. Sorry, Midnight. Blocking my, Nope, they are not streaming right now. So let's go raid Falafel. Let's see how they like that. They are playing Pokemon Snap, which looks super fun, and I want to play it myself. Anyway, I hope you guys have a good night. I will see you next time. And, yeah, have a good rest of your day, night, time. Yeah.
kind of college.